Super hyped to talk about my favorite topic of all, and that's the topic of design. Do I need to do anything here?
No.
All right. So, yeah. Let's go. Come on. Picture this like you're going at a concert. You're going at a heavy metal concert. Which water are you gonna pick? Like there is like Evian and Liquid Death. I kid you not, both of them are water. And this is like the example of like the power of design and how it plays with our emotions. Because like essentially it's same functionality, same product, but because of the way that things are shown, they give a different emotion. Another example is like cars. This one is like expanding, it's aggressive, like it feels threatening, it projects power. The other one like just compresses and feels friendly. These are like conscious choices that we do as designers in order like to create certain feelings. And we're deeply emotional as people, and we choose products and services based on our emotions. As designers, we do this. Like this is my first startup where I used visual aesthetics in order to create a feeling, sense of progress and lightness. This was a task list that got over 1.5 million users. And we not only do like that functionality part, but we also do like the emotional part. I was hired like to do the visual identity and branding like for Payhawk. They wanted to look like a market leader, or they wanted to look legit. So we did that, and later they become the first Bulgarian unicorn. And for me, like the visual aspect of life is super important. I seek out beauty everywhere I go. I seek it through photography, and I'm just curious about the world around me. This is how I stumbled on the next thing, which was the visual identities and logos. Are you ready? Of the Danish ministries. One day that I was like walking in Copenhagen, I see these two logos, and the next thing I know, it's like, hold on, they're not the same. Like this is the Ministry of Education, and there's like a little book, and like the Ministry of Church, like this one looks like a priest's hat. And I realized that, well, while they look the same, actually somebody really put a lot of care to create distinctive identities in them. And well, I started digging, like that's what I do. So I figured out that it's all of the Danish ministries that have distinct crowns. So it's a very interesting thing because essentially like they use the symbol of the monarchy to brand and create a visual identity of their democracies. And every single ministry have a little detail. And on the surface they all look the same, and yet like they're very different in the execution. So why am I obsessing over this? I mean, like who cares about the logos of ministries? Well, that's the thing about visual aesthetics, is that whether we realize it or not, it plays with our emotions. The same way when we see a product that we want, the way that the ministries and institutions dress themselves is affecting the way that we perceive them and the way that we feel and think about the societies that we live in. So take a look at this. So Ministry of City and Housing Affairs. We've got the buildings inside. Royal Theatre. There is like the Joker's hat. Ministry of Environment. Like you can see like the way that the leaf is weaved in. Like folks, like this is like a really top-notch job in graphic design. And Denmark is probably like the only country in the whole of Europe that has done this. Because it's way more expensive to do this. Like usually like countries do the same thing as Germany, like unified approach. But it just plays on the way that Denmark looks at itself and treats itself. Like they don't take themselves seriously, but they really take their values very seriously. Like we don't want to miss on that. So I mean, look at this. Like this could be the most boring website on earth. Can you go back, please? Yeah, I felt that there was such a build-up to it. You don't need to be a designer like to feel that people care in this place. Like there is a sense of dignity in the way that they present themselves, and honestly, like it feels good to pay 50% income tax, right? Like, you know, if my money goes to making something so beautiful, like, you know, let me pay more. So another interesting example is the visual identity of Ukraine. So graphically speaking, like this is a phenomenal logo because it works really good small, it works really good big, and something incredible that they did is like they weaved in the words voля, which in Ukrainian means freedom. So take a look, like I don't need to remind you like these people are at war. This is how their websites of the ministries look like. What did they tell us? That they care about the way that they look at themselves and that they care about the way that they present themselves to the world.
Did they use the same template as Denmark?
No. But it begs the question, how do we present ourselves? And you don't have to be a designer to feel that something is off, that it feels a little chaotic maybe, and honestly, like it feels that nobody really cares in these institutions. And I don't want to like throw mud at people because I'm sure that there are people in these ministries that actually do a good job, but like that sense that nobody believes that this place matters is just projected everywhere we go. And visual aesthetics matter because like we are visually informing ourselves about the environment. So when we see broken pieces here and there, like it's just signaling that nobody cares. And it wasn't always like this. This is like Sofia in the beginning of 20th century, we were building what's to become like the modern day Bulgaria. You see something is missing? Like this is like the university, and Sofia was just like a village at this point, like forests and fields. Yet these people... Huh?
It was bombarded later.
Yeah, but that's not because like the building was missing. What we did was we claimed our spot in Europe because we believe that this is where we are, we belong, like the future belongs to us. So beauty is a form of stating that something is precious and it matters. But enough critiques, like, so what can we do about it? So the big problem, starting with one problem, is that we're using the coat of arms as a logo. And that's not good because it doesn't really look good. And it's supposed to unify our country, but it feels fragmented. So a lot of European countries solve this by creating a simplified version of their coat of arms. It's simple, elegant, it works graphically really well. So nobody asked us, but me and my dear friend Kalina right there, we figured out, you know what? We believe that we're the right people to do it, so we did it. So we took this beautiful coat of arms that we have and simplified it graphically so it can work really good at smaller scale. Not only that, but we enhanced that sense of unity in the symbol, and we created a visual system that unifies all of these like different ministries so that it can work really good in print and in digital, and it can remain that sense of recognizability. That's why like we place it in this blue rectangle in order to make a distinct sense. So this is how a ministry website could look like. The content becomes the decoration here. We give this sense of dignity and sense of beauty and awe because, I mean, honestly, like, this is our place. I mean, like, we don't need anybody to come in and save us so that we can treat ourselves with dignity and present ourselves with dignity. This is my favorite thing, like, honestly, like, I just imagine myself, like, wearing this kind of name tag, and it feels awesome. Like, I don't know what a main expert in the economic ministry is doing, but this is the power of design that we have, and it's really up to us, like, to choose how do we want to present ourselves to ourselves and to the world. Yeah, thank you so much.